We can't get one now. Not so much as an email mention or a baby-related Google search of the mother.
Get an order.
I overreached on the search warrant. No judge is going to order an invasive procedure based on a whiff of circumstances. Never reported being raped.
60% of rape victims don't.
And a bigger percent are. Even if she was raped, it doesn't excuse trying to kill the result of it. I think I should charge her. What has a nice ring to it? The defendant is a flight risk. Severity of her crimes and the fact that she killed a baby once before. Did she just throw it in the trash along with her babies?
Oh, all right, that's enough out of both of you.
It's a hard case to make.
Take a picture. That's your case.
It was consensual sex between adults. Under New York Penal Code, it's listed right next to adultery as an offense affecting the marital relationship.
That's insane.
It's an E felony. He'd get probation. It's a solid alibi. We can't make him legally culpable just because we want him to be. Psychosis does not imply insanity under U.S. law.
Of postpartum women, which showed.
I couldn't.
I told her 100 times that we had to end it. Neither of us could. Contradicting yourself if they are. Ella had told me about him. I never would have let her do it.
Fine. Not guilty. By reason of mental disease or defect. Jury is dismissed.
Came and went, all excluded except for Linus. And they got a shot of him leaving.
Computer-assisted searches all the time.
Software fails to meet those standards.
This software is used by government agencies. Technology is new, but that doesn't mean it's unreliable. In our case, it identified the right person who then confessed to being at the scene on the night of the murder. The DNA samples, the blood on his coat, it's all thrown out.
For what it's worth, the blood on Linus's coat wasn't Vicky's, it was Tessa's. I guess her nosebleed story panned out.
Okay, all we need is one piece of evidence that leads us back to Linus and everything we on Tessa.
He won't talk without a deal.
Well, I'd hate to give him one. He planned and executed the murders of 2 innocent women. You can try and prove that at trial, but until you do, all of your accounts have been frozen. Defy against Tessa McKellen, and I'll allow you to transfer enough money to your daughter to pay for her education. Okay. I'm listening.
Tessa came
away.
Once, when she was 14. Yes, Your Honor. Move that the court seize the passports of all 3 defendants.
So ordered.
We have more than enough for warrants to swab them for DNA. Maybe that'll scare one of them into giving it up. Jason raped Jennifer, and then he masterminded her murder.
I told him that.
What did he say? He's not talking to you?
No. But I'm telling you, Casey.
Penn Station. What train did you catch last Tuesday? 7 p.m. on Tuesday. What did you do, Jason? Cover the... And your so-called friend, Doug, blamed the entire thing on you. Please answer the question. Nick Pratt and Doug Waverly offered to drive you and Jennifer to her hotel. True? You tell the jurors what happened next. Where did you go?
Penn Station.
Who died?
DNA results are in.
Consistent with her fighting them off when they raped her. Have the Emmy match Willis's DNA to the hair on that toilet so we can eliminate him as a suspect.
Willis didn't see.
Find out. It had to be Nick and Doug.
Houdini couldn't make people disappear like these guys can.
How the hell did they find where Jason was staying?
Are you saying they found out from us?
Why are you hanging around here when you should be out
Hanging
looking for
around. We've been
Jason?
busting our
Jason is
asses.
missing, and Nick and Doug are gonna walk unless you call in the troops to find him. Is that what this is? Okay. I told Jason everything would be okay.
What's the next move?
I have to tell the DA. And King, I have 5 more character witnesses. Any advice?
When under attack, circle the wagons.
We going somewhere? Our witness disappeared last week. We have evidence he was kidnapped, but we can't prove it. Who bought it?
Well, his parents have deep pockets. Probably bought somebody.
You can't ask them now. The people rest, Your Honor.
I prefer shrimp cocktail for an appetizer.
This is the entree.
The hand you were dealt.
I had to look Jennifer Durning's parents in the eye and tell them that their daughter would never get justice because I let Nick Pratt and Doug Waverly get away with murder.
Everyone who works in that courthouse.
Bathroom? Was that before or after you planted this? Your daddy, Nicky Pratt.
Because...
Oh, well, Jennifer's body's not in Queens. It's got to be around here.
And the Bayside Diner's 10 minutes over the Throgs Neck Bridge and down the Clearview Expressway. We have Jason's body. Let's get him some justice. After the trial, Mr. Waverly. He confessed to murder.
No one's...
What have they done with the real Detective Stabler?
Hey, come on, look.
Hey there, Casey.
Walter, what are you doing here? I can't.
Come to order. Court is now in session. Judge Lena Petrosky.
Didn't choke him?
Objection! That Adam was out of control. In what way?
He'd raise.
Nothing further. Objection!
I'll rephrase. You stated to Miss Novak.
Adam wasn't gambling when he took Caroline Pereira's life. He was not high. He was in full control.
You helped down the garbage chute, made me go to counseling. But I kept on playing.
But you didn't kill your wife to pay the loan sharks off with their insurance money, did you?
Gambling addicts are chasing a high just like drunks and dopers.
You think Adam's an addict.
His behavior fits that diagnosis.
And you pushed her back. Remember? Because up until a moment ago, you had a clear head and a steel trap memory for the night.
Please, it was an accident.
An accidental strangling. Was Caroline wearing this ring when you killed her? What's your relationship to Caroline's roommate, Gloria Culhane? I'll be damned. Check out the glare in the corner. I'm taking your life.
This
By whatever means necessary, right?
money to spend on you. Did you tell him that you'd stay with him even?
Anything else? You're looking at 15 years. Am I the first one here? Assault charge against Ken Randall was bogus. Apparently she was a friend. Or either he knew the victim or he didn't. Ken, volunteer at DNA.
You're not...
Okay. How's this? Your client viciously stabbed a young mother, then took the body and her breathing 14-month-old. Inadmissible. And since we can't put either one of them back in the ground and start over, I will never be able to prove that the baby's even dead. Advise their client to take that kind of risk. Besides, there are plenty of ex-cons who know the law as well as I do.
Handle what?
If the Benson family didn't keep taking the law into their own hands, I'll try him for murder.
Look, he sold them. Is that a smoke screen?
It's got nothing to do with the case.
School. Did your mom cook dinner?
Are we going to hear about every meal Mr. Bixson ever ate? He is testifying. The shooting. You picked Tommy Strahan out of a lineup. With rage, and he was just going to walk away. You shot him. Be honest. You were going to shoot him no matter what happened. Nothing further. I go to the gentle giant till he snapped.
Detective.
Too, I'd rather bag the predators than the prey.
He Winnick and a grown man who exploits kids. He explained drugs?
No, her tox screen came up with PTSD.
Okay.
Tried to ruin my son's life.
I understand how you must feel, Mr. Shaw.
I doubt-
Violated Lanchester Prep's code of conduct by having sex on school grounds. That after I review the evidence.
We bent over...
Jamie did file a false report with the police.
It was our time she wasted.
I needed to see the victim. She's so young. 14. Did she suffer? She was... I thought if I saw her, it might make it easier. Send me that report. Order mandating strict compliance with the defendant's drug regimen. But Jamie Hoskins is bipolar.
So off about things that he doesnn't understand.
The kids are being...
Isn't an ordinary kid.
Right. She's a very serious...
Terry manslaughter. She served 6 months in a psychiatric facility.
You only
One involved further trauma. And just out of curiosity, what exactly is your role? Jamie's actions caused the death of Elena Ramirez and severe...
No offense, Miss Novak, but you're a lawyer.
And you're a rock star. So you'll understand if I don't defer to your expertise on the subject. Understand how important it was to faithfully take her medication?
Yes, we...
I'm really sorry. Point 0 of the New York mental hygiene law allows the government to protect mentally ill individuals who pose a threat.
Take the defendant into custody.
Admitted to the Mayview Psychiatric Hospital in Rhode Island. Was it, Mr. Lord? Electric shock therapy, isn't that right?
Service. The defendant is remanded pending sentence.
I'm going to recommend that you be sentenced. I met this guy in law school. He became withdrawn, paranoid. He'd disappear for days at a time. Schizophrenia. It was horrible. And the worst part was he refused to be treated. He wouldn't take